So the preview for Dragon Ball Super episode 125, I believe, we've seen, for the most part, throughout the preview, similar to this episode, which I believe, because now we only have, 7 episodes left of Dragon Ball Super, it seems as though we're really going into rush mode, and what I mean by that is, based on the events of episode 124, with Gohan and Dispo getting eliminated in that sacrificial way that Gohan did, teaming up with Frieza, it seems as though throughout these 7 episodes, at least for the next couple episodes, they're going to continue knocking everyone off until it's the final contenders that are going to be the last people standing when the clock runs out in the Tournament of Power. Meaning, if they're flying by a lot of this stuff, and again, of course, we're going to focus in on what this episode is going to pertain to, but if they're flying by and we had that, then you can assume that in this episode, whoever is going to get eliminated next is going to get eliminated, and it really sucks because that showcases that they've sped things up immensely. This was, to a certain degree, definitely a cancellation, or whatever it is, the reason why they're doing it, if they're doing a hiatus or whatever, it is a very big, sudden thing that was not planned, because the amount of eliminations that are happening and how frequent they're happening now is definitely, I have no doubt, due to the fact that they're rushing, because it looks as though, based on this preview, it's going to focus in mainly on the Toppo situation. Once again, Goku and Vegeta versus Jiren is going to probably have a couple of shots here or there. By the way, there was one shot in this preview of Jiren walking that looked horrible. I hope that is a really quick in-between shot, because it looked absolutely horrible, of Jiren walking from afar. I was like, whoa, that is bad. So yeah, the preview has me a little bit like, whoa. Hopefully it's not what a couple of the later episodes, like the last episode 124, it was pretty bad on the production side. Hopefully that's not going to be par for the course, because at that point you got to think, are they just saying we only have 7 episodes left, we don't got to prove anything anymore, everybody's going to watch now that we've announced that it's ending, who cares, let's just put as little money and as little talent as possible to create these episodes, because again, 124 was pretty bad, and from the preview of 125, there are going to be some shots at the very least that are like, wow. I mean, again, that could be due to the fact that they probably already deployed a lot of the people that were working on this, the animators and all these people involved in the crew of the creation of Dragon Ball Super. They probably deployed them, like, go work on Precure, go work on One Piece, go work on whatever else we have coming out. Dragon Ball Super is already done, and I'm scared, because especially those last few episodes, the last bits of Goku and Vegeta versus Jiren, the finale of that fight, come on, bro, like, don't rush that, and don't make it look horrible at the very least. They gotta make the last 2 or 3 episodes look amazing. Again, this is 7 episodes left, starting with this one, but, not all of it looked bad, though, because there were some shots of Toppo, where his shirt rips off, and he's fat and proud. He's on some Rick Ross shit right now, bro, but he has a God of Destruction aura seemingly coming out. I am really curious what the hell is that about, because it's never been explained or explored or discussed exactly the ritual or ceremony for somebody to be inducted into the God of Destruction role, so to speak. We've never seen somebody become one, so this could be a good opportunity for them to showcase what happens when somebody truly becomes the next God of Destruction. Maybe Vermod, the God of Destruction of Universe 11, just something happened to him. Maybe he accidentally died in the stands, or maybe he was killed by somebody. Maybe he tried to pull something and he got killed right there, and Toppo was immediately appointed that role and he just started turning into a God of Destruction. I don't know, but that does excite me, despite the fact that these episodes are going to be sped up, and probably this Toppo fight will be done, if not by 125, definitely by 126, and they're going to focus in straight on from there forward with Goku and Vegeta versus Jiren. The Toppo situation, though, is getting me excited in the sense of, if he's getting the powers of a God of Destruction right now, if he's being awakened, whether it's something to do with Vermod or not, if he's just like, he surpassed Vermod and he's ready to take it, and it just happens to happen during this tournament, that means he's going to be a problem, because he's going to have a bump if he's having some sort of surge of God Ki running through his body. You understand? You know what I'm saying? It's not going to be an easy pickings from here on out with Toppo. If he was like, okay, a Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken times 10 could give him, work and kind of put him at bay, now maybe it might take Ultra Instinct or something, a little bit of a team up of Goku and Vegeta, but then again, he's not even fighting them. He's actually fighting Android 17 and Frieza from here on out, because the remaining contestants, based on what we know from episode 124, is there's Jiren and Toppo versus Goku, Vegeta, Frieza and 17. Gohan was just eliminated, so it's gonna be a 2-on-1 with each fight. Goku and Vegeta versus Jiren, 17 and Frieza versus Toppo. That's where I think it's going to mainly be Frieza that contributes to the demise of Toppo, because for starters, Frieza's going to get eliminated after 17. There's no doubt in my mind at this point. The role or the way these people are going to be eliminated are as follows. I can make a whole video about it, but I'm going to tell you briefly. I think 17 is going to be the next one to get eliminated in a possibly similar style of what happened with Gohan as far as working with Frieza to take out Toppo. Maybe he'll be a sacrifice, or maybe something along the lines of Frieza doing something dirty that allows, you know, them to take out Toppo, but again, at the cost of 17. I think 17 is going to be the next to go, followed by either Frieza doing some fuck shit or Goku, Vegeta, and Frieza being in the finale, but it'll definitely be Frieza, and if it's only going to be Goku in the end, then obviously Vegeta will follow suit and be the next to be eliminated. Again, only time will tell with that though, but I'm a little bit excited. Again, you see him in this preview, his back is, you know, he's bare-backed, and he has the God Key around him, and he's really going in. 17, we did see, which I gotta give a lot more credit to 17, right? Because we forget sometimes, we start thinking that maybe he's still as strong or a tiny bit stronger than he was in the Android saga, which in terms of power scaling, like where Goku and Vegeta are at right now, you know, that's way nothing to them at this point. But 17 did display some incredible advancement in his little filler fight that he had with Goku on that island. So there's a possibility that 17 is really, really high up there, and he's actually going to contribute more, because in order for it to be believable, in order for it to be credible that Toppo in this episode unlocks the power of a god of destruction, like essentially, like probably not as strong as Beerus, but he's in that realm now, and for 17 to be able to take him out with power of like what he had during the Android saga, it would be completely stupid. It has to be that, hey, look, he gave Goku a run for his money, so maybe they did plan how the tournament was going to play out or pan out at that particular point. Maybe Toriyama gave them all the directions of who's going to get eliminated, or the big key players of how they're going to get eliminated, because 17 had that big fight with Goku that showcased he can play with the big boys. So him and Frieza against Toppo, there's no doubt in my mind that it's going to be an interesting fight. I think this is going to bring the best out of Frieza. It's also going to go into Frieza's motives and plans, more of, wait a minute, he just got the God of Destruction power. How can I use that to my advantage? How can I trick him? How can I get that somehow, some way? We've seen in the previous episode, he was trying to trick Dispo by talking him into. So Frieza's going to keep on trying to talk his way into everything, and there's a possibility there that we will have even more dialogue of Frieza trying to figure stuff out. But again, with only 7 episodes, I don't see Frieza being able to do too much, because they still have a lot of things to solve before this anime wraps up. Not only the Tournament of Power, but things with the anime as a whole, until they either make a new anime, bring it back, whatever they could potentially do down the road. Again, as of right now, it's confirmed it's over, so let's not even jump into that. But yeah, in a nutshell, to briefly go over what we discussed in this video, Goku and Vegeta versus Jiren will not be heavily focused in on this episode. It does seem like, based off this preview, at the very least, there's going to be a few shots that aren't going to look that good. The Jiren walking by himself, the Toppo stuff looks great, but there might be some production issues, again, with everybody leaving the studio to work on different projects, or just moving from that section. There's a possibility they could be understaffed at Toei, and a few of these episodes are going to be pretty bad until they outsource for the last couple episodes. Hopefully, fingers crossed, they don't botch this up and make terrible finales, you know. That'd be bad, okay? If you... Anyway, let's not get into that. Also, 17 and Frieza versus Toppo. 17 being credible at being a part of this fight, for that matter, having a credible part. Definitely, I see it, because we had that setup with Goku and him, and how he was kind of pushing back a Super Saiyan Blue Goku. Even if he was holding back a bit, he did his thing. He showed in this tournament that he can do his thing as well. So it's going to be interesting to see. Curious what you guys think about a lot of this, though. For starters, what is unusual that's happening? Did Vermod die of old age? Did Vermod get killed by the Grand Priest for some reason? What happened? Why is he becoming a god of destruction? Because essentially that would mean Vermod is no more. Either he died, maybe he went to sleep and was stripped of the role. It was such disrespect that they just took him of the role. Like, again, your thoughts on that, and your overall speculations. Who's getting eliminated next, and do you think the next few episodes is going to be one elimination after another, a Kama got killed death style, where it's just going to be spamming everyone getting eliminated until the finale of Goku and Vegeta versus Jiren, or just Goku Ultra Instinct versus Jiren? And your overall thoughts, episode 125 of Dragon Ball Super, based off the preview. What are you hyped about the most? But that is all I have for this one. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you liked anything I had to say or enjoyed the video, drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you want more from me, make sure to subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and stalk my Facebook to get more when the video ends. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day. And remember the golden rule: anime and manga for life, boy. Bow. Have an awesome day.